Welcome to Sovereign Sea. I'm Becca, and together with my husband Tim and our two deck paws, Hazel and Sally, we are embarking on the journey of a lifetime, carving a life for ourselves upon the water. We're happy to have you on board. Let's figure it out together as we go.
Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful weekend here. We weren't planning on being here. If you watched last week's video, we were supposed to be splashing yesterday. There were some scheduling issues with the yard and it just didn't end up happening. So we are still here. We are splashing on first thing Monday morning.
8 a.m. 8 a.m. Monday morning.
Yep. So now we have the weekend to tie some things up, but you will see us splashing in this video, so do not worry.
Yep. I don't know. We may go on a hiatus. You have to keep an eye on our status page. We may not post a video while we're underway. It depends on how things go. If everything's super smooth and everything's sweet and we're lounging around at the pool and have some time, then yeah, we'll do it. But
yeah,
I just don't know what the case is going to be. There's no way to predict it.
Yeah. So the plan for today, we will be filming though. We will be filming our journey.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's just on what schedule you'll be able to see it is the question.
Yep.
So today, what I need to do is finish the bimini. I got the bimini to where we had it up for a couple of days and that was really nice, but I need to do a couple more things to it and then it'll be fully, hopefully, I mean, I'm riding on it being okay once I finish these last two things. And then we've got a fuel.
Yeah. When I did all the diesel work last time, there's a fitting that goes in the bottom of the lift pump on the diesel, and that fitting is special. And when we took it off, somebody had wrapped it with Teflon tape and put it back in there. I don't know who that was, but it just started kind of a small leak. So I thought there was something wrong with the hose. And I put it back in and it just didn't really feel right. It went all the way up, but it just didn't feel like it seated. So I did some looking online and that's a special flare fitting. Then the flare has to fit on the inside. And if it doesn't work. So we ended up buying a new fitting, which was fortunate for us actually that the splash was moved to Monday. Because that gave us time to get that fitting and get it installed. So I have to do that.
That way we won't be leaking any diesel on the way. Tim made it to where it still wasn't leaking, but it could start.
Yeah, the diesels vibrate really bad, and anything that isn't sufficiently tight is going to vibrate itself loose, and it probably would have started leaking. It just we didn't want something that was that simple, a $10 part that was going to screw up our trip,
right,
in the middle of the trip. So
exactly.
I've also got to redo the water pump. Was put in, is put in again for being here on the hard, and it needs to be locked down, and I need to change some of the ways it's piped because under vibration and being underway, it would probably pop loose, and that's not ideal.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want your fresh water leaking all over the inside of the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing that and some other things. So come along with us, and we'll scramble, try to get this baby ready to go.
Peace.
Good morning, baby.
Alright, guys. Put on my shoes. Needful.
Say good morning, girls.
So Tim is outside cutting some wood right now because this is not on our master list, okay? I made a master list of our splash goals for this weekend, and these are the things that are on it. All right, this is well. I did put it. I did do a little auxiliary there. You can tell I was in a different mood today than I was when I wrote this a few days ago, and I was feeling really organized. Like we didn't have that much to do. Well, then I procrastinated for the next 2 days after that. So this is how I'm feeling today. But it says table fix. So essentially, this table wobbles around. Excuse our lives, they're in total disarray. But this table wobbles around all the time when you put weight on this side because this part was initially over here and it had two little leggies underneath. You can see that hole there. I need to patch that up again. But anyway, he is going to, because this whole panel, floor panel, weighs just about as much as the table. When you put any weight or pressure on the edge of the table while you're eating dinner, it kind of lifts it up, and so he's putting a little brace underneath it so it doesn't keep doing that and also get worse as the boat's rocking and rolling.
Yeah, and there's a lip on it. That's not even under there. It looks like, you can't tell that from here, but when you lift that up, there's a lip under the edge there. So this has to drop by an inch, this thing. So this is going to be screwed into the edge of this deck plate so that when it goes to try to lift up, it catches at least that edge over there. I'm hoping that will be enough. It may not be. I may have to do a couple other things, but if I do, I have an idea. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and if you're new here, we have not done our interior refit. Okay, we've been here for the last 8 months doing an exterior refit on the hull, and we've done a couple things that have improved the interior, but we haven't done anything cosmetic. And so if you're looking at this and thinking, WTF, like you're splashing, are you done? No, we are not done. But
we want to go do boat stuff. We have a boat. You know?
We're gonna have this boat for a long time. It's not like we're trying to flip it and sell.
Nope.
So we're gonna do the rest of the projects at a more leisurely pace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Cap. Well, we'll talk about that.
There we go.
So we, the royal we, lifted up
That'd be me.
the table without removing all the dog's toy bin. So all the dog toys are in the bilge.
That's not the bilge.
Or
That's
the engine room.
Yeah, that's the engine.
What's wrong?
It's a bolt. It's a straight through bolt.
Tim went to go put on our aft anode and realized that the bolt for it was spinning free, so we're gonna have to put some sealant and rebed this bolt. So glad he found that before we splashed.
you want me to start? Yo!
It would be nice if you did.
Yo, good morning. It is Sunday morning, and we are less than 24 hours from going back in the water. We we were so busy yesterday. We filmed an intro, and then the camera ended up just pretty much sitting on the table the entire time.
It was a very busy day. I was sewing for about 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I was very anxious and overwhelmed and just not having the best day. And I made a couple of mistakes. And so, luckily, only minor ones, but yeah, we'll see. So, anyways, the camera didn't get pulled out very much, but that's okay.
It's fine.
We're gonna keep on trucking. Tim got the new fenders up, and then he's cleaning the old ones so that we can still use them. And yeah, we just got lots of other odds and ends.
Yeah, a lot of cleanup has got to happen. Being here for this long and doing this work accumulates a lot of stuff. So now all that stuff has to leave with us, and we have to figure out where we're going to put it. Some of it's probably going to stay with the car until we come back to get it. Some of it has to go on the boat because not all of it's going to fit in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, we're gonna get through it.
Yep. Love you, baby.
How's it going, Cap?
How's
it going?
Going okay. Looks like this is taking most of the gunge off. It's not as good as xylene, I don't think, but it's at least taking it off. I need to wash it with soap and water now. Let's see.
Wow. That would have really left a mark on our new paint.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. If we have to use these, I don't.
Yeah.
I like the way the Bimini's coming out too. So disrespected, degraded.
Me too. Me too.
Alright guys, so we got majority of things left done. Well, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Hey guys, so we got the majority of our goals accomplished. The only two things we have left are wash down and storing the tools. And that's it, other than provisioning, which we are, I think, about to go do. Seems like hottest few hours of the day activity. Don't you think?
Yeah, it'd be nice to walk around in an air-conditioned grocery store for an hour.
And ride around in an air-conditioned car.
Yeah, spend $300 for the privilege. It's like renting the grocery store for an hour.
That's life. So we'll do that, and then that'll be our last grocery shop for the next week or so, until we're close to a grocery store that's in walking distance at a marina somewhere.
Yep.
So we're stocking up, and yeah, I'm feeling a lot less stressed after we got the Bimini up, and everything's looking good there. It's been pretty windy today, and everything's holding up well, so I'm really happy with that. It's a lot cooler up there with that Bimini up there. Yeah, just really happy with that. It's not 100% done, but it's secure for now.
And it's shade.
It's very shady under there. It's, yeah, much better. So we're gonna provision, then we're gonna do the wash down. just clean her up, clean up the decks, and are we gonna wash the hull too?
May as well. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Sure.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning.
So he just gave me the news. Why don't you give them the rundown?
So there were two boats that are waiting to come out right now. They came in this weekend. We were supposed to go in at 8, but they're going to haul one of them out at 8, and then when they're done doing whatever they got to do with them and put them wherever they're going, then they're going to come haul us in so we have dock space. So it probably won't be 8 o'clock. Probably be more like 9:30 or something along those lines. That's fine. Gives things time to dry out a little bit. But yeah, in the water today.
Woo.
Still fogged up.
Yeah, I know. So I am really anxious about today's haul out, but haul in, splash? I keep saying haul out. I think it's just nerves, but I keep reminding myself that we've been here for months and months. These guys do this day in and day out, and I really trust them. They're very good at what they do, and so I'm just trying to remind myself that people do this every day, and people also crank up the engine and go every day. And so it's just all feeling really surreal, a lot of moving parts, but I'm excited.
The GoPro is mounted.
Nice.
He's mounted, yeah.
You see anything?
Nope. I don't see anything. But I'm looking just to make sure.
How does it feel to be floating?
Weird.
Yeah. She looks very small in the water.
Yep.
He's checking a third time just to make sure.
I check you a third time. This is where I fell, by the way.
They didn't catch that part.
I wish we had a camera in here because it would have been very funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but when they first put her in the water, they sort of let her down easy and they get her to a certain point and they let you get on board and then they let her all the way down and you're supposed to check for leaks or whatever. So first thing I did was jerk open the engine room hatch and start looking in there, and of course there's nothing leaking. So then I quickly went to the aft cabin and pulled the berth back so I could get underneath the mattress and look at the mounts for the anode that I had to redo the other day and make sure they weren't leaking. So they weren't leaking. I put the cover back, ran out to tell them, trying to be fast because they're on a schedule here. Ran out to tell them that everything was cool. And as I topped the stairs and went to step forward and go out the door here and tell them, my right foot just right down inside the hatch. And I ended up standing on the what do you call it? The heat exchanger, raw water heat exchanger on the back of the engine. I guess it's good that I didn't step on the fuel filters because I probably would have broken them off. And then we would have been back on land.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. He's gonna be bruised. But,
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bruise right here on my thigh where it hit. But that's okay. We're floating.
I'm floating. Woohoo! Shore power cord's being kind of sketchy.
It's just old. We need a new one.
Connection at the end's coming loose.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's not enough things on it to start. I have to charge the battery.
Oh, womp womp. Dropped my shoes in the engine room. God bless America. Me. So we tried to turn over the engine and it turns out our start battery doesn't have enough voltage, so we're going to put the charger on it for a while. Hopefully that rectifies it.
O mighty and great ruler of the seas and oceans, to whom all ships and we who venture upon your vast domain are required to pay homage,
I implore you in your graciousness to expunge for all time from your records and recollection the name Growler, which has ceased to be an entity in your kingdom. As proof thereof, in grateful acknowledgement of your munificence and dispensation, we offer these libations to your majesty and your court. Not yet. Almighty and great ruler of the seas and oceans, to whom all ships and we who venture upon your vast domain are required to pay homage, I implore you in your graciousness to take unto your records and recollection this worthy vessel, hereafter and for all time known as Sovereignty, guarding her with your mighty arm and trident, and ensuring her of safe and rapid passage throughout her journeys within your realm. In appreciation of your munificence, dispensation, and honor of your greatness, we offer these libations to your majesty and your court.
Very nice.
Oh, wow, I was really excited.
Keep your eyes closed.
Yeah, here.
I can try one more time.
Keep your eyes closed.
I'm gonna break bottle. They're very tough, I'm telling you. Yeah, they are. There you go. All right. North, west, south, east. You did. That's okay.
All right. Here's to everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Yes. Sovereignty.
The flowers bloom in springtime, the leaves fly in the fall, but we have one another through the change.